Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're literally putting on our detective hats. That's right, we're going to become word detectives, and we're about to unlock the secret codes hidden right inside our own language.
Let me ask you something. What if those giant, scary words you see are actually just puzzles you can solve? You know that feeling when you look at a massive, complex word in a textbook or an article and just think, no way, I have absolutely no idea what that means? Well, I promise you, those long, intimidating words are usually just built with incredibly easy-to-understand pieces. And today, we're going to learn exactly how to spot them.
Okay, let's dive right into this. The absolute most powerful tool in your word detective kit is the prefix. A prefix is simply a word part added to the beginning of a word to change its meaning. It's the secret code that comes before the main word, which we call the root, and it completely flips the script on what that word actually means.
Think of prefixes like colorful building blocks that just snap right onto root words. Take the root word happy, snap on that little blue prefix un, and boom, instantly you have unhappy, the complete opposite. You take the word do, add re, and you get redo. Take pack, add un, and you get unpack. Notice how adding just two little letters completely alters the reality of the root word. It's immediate, and it's super powerful. And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate aha moment of prefixes. You really don't have to memorize the entire dictionary to have a huge vocabulary. Look at the core prefix pre, which means before. Once you know that secret code, it unlocks an instant vocabulary without any extra memorization. Preview, to view before. Prehistoric, before history. Preheat, to heat before. Pre-season, before the regular season starts. You can even decode words like prepackage or predetermine on the fly. Knowing just one prefix unlocks the meaning of multiple words automatically.
All right, let's look at Section 1, Old English and Germanic prefixes. These are the everyday classics.
Let's trace these codes back to their origins. These are the absolute oldest word-building tools we have, and they're the ones we use constantly in our daily conversations. These fundamental prefixes express very basic ideas. Let's look at un, meaning not. It gives us unhappy, unfair, unlock, and unknown. Even words like undo or unseen. Just think about how often you use those. Then we have mis, which means wrong or badly. This ancient prefix creates words like misunderstand, misplace, misspell, and misbehave, or even mislead and misjudge. We are literally using the oldest tools in the English language every single day to explain when things aren't quite right. Just to make this incredibly concrete, if you misplace your homework, well, you put it in the wrong place. The prefix mis is doing all the heavy lifting there. It takes the regular action of placing something and immediately tells you, hey, that was done incorrectly.
So the crucial point here is that adding just a few letters completely alters the scale or amount of the root action. Look at the prefix over, meaning too much. We get overcook, overreact, overfill, and overwork. Maybe even overthink. On the exact flip side, under means too little or below. This gives us underpaid, underwater, undercook, and underestimate. We could even add underground, overboard, or underwhelm. The entire scale of the word shifts instantly based purely on the prefix.
Moving on to Section 2, Latin prefixes, the academic heavyweights.
Let's move to our next language family and see how this builds into more complex territory. Latin gives us the foundational words we use for school, science, and formal writing. Let's read through these exact examples because they perfectly categorize academic and structural concepts. Re means again or back, creating rewrite, replay, rebuild, and return. Let's add rethink to that list too. We already saw pre meaning before, giving us preview, pretest, prehistoric, and preheat, or prearrange. And then there's sub, meaning under or below. That single prefix unlocks submarine, subway, sub-zero, and subconscious, or even subtitle. Every single one of these words follows the exact same logical rule.
Let's lock this in with a specific visual anchor right now. Sub equals under. So a submarine literally goes under the water. Keep that image in your mind. Whenever you see sub, I want you to think of sinking below the surface. With that visual, you will never forget what it means, whether you're reading about sub-zero temperatures dropping below freezing or a subway train traveling below the street.
Let's explore a few more Latin powerhouses. Trans means across. This simple code explains transport, transfer, translate, and transatlantic. Transform works too. Transport literally means to carry across, thanks to that Latin prefix. Then we have inter, meaning between. This unlocks international, interact, interconnect, and intermission. Or interstate.
A mission between things, action between people. The logic is absolutely beautiful. And look at how these next prefixes change reality. Dis means opposite, not or to remove. It gives us disagree, disappear, disconnect, and disapprove. It takes something away or actively opposes it. Think of disarm as well. Meanwhile, super means above or beyond. This elevates words far above the ordinary, creating superhero, superhumanin, and supercharge. You know, like a superstar.
All right, Section 3, Greek prefixes, the language of science and tech.
Now, it's incredibly interesting to see how we shift from Latin to Greek. Greek prefixes built the entire foundation for our modern technological vocabulary. Honestly, without them, we wouldn't even know what to call the gadgets in our pockets. Tele means far or distant. This creates telephone, television, teleport, and telescope. Even telepathy. Bio means life, giving us biology, biography, biodegradable, and biofuel, or biome. And auto means self. This ancient root created autobiography, autopilot, and automatic. Throw autograph in there too. It's fascinating how we had to use ancient words to describe our futuristic modern world, right?
Let's actually break down these amazing literal translations to show just how mathematical and logical the English language can actually be. Telephone literally translates to sound from far away. Autobiography translates precisely to the story of your own life. Auto is self, bio is life, and graphy relates to writing. It's a perfect equation.
English is wonderfully pieced together from everywhere, and we aren't skipping a single detail here. Micro means small, giving us microscope, microorganism, and microchip. Think microwave too. Macro means large, giving us macroeconomics and macrostructure, or a macrocosm. Anti, which comes to us from Greek through Latin, means against, antibacterial, antihero, and antifreeze. Antidote fits perfectly. And kilo means thousand, which gives us kilogram and kilometer plus kilobyte for your computers. Every single piece fits perfectly.
Understanding this simple comparison instantly decodes the scale of complex scientific words. Micro means tiny, while macro means huge. Once you know this, you can look at advanced college subjects like microeconomics and macroeconomics and immediately understand that one looks at the tiny individual details of money and the other looks at the huge global big picture. Let's check out Section 4, Mixed Language Words, the ultimate puzzles.
This is where English gets really creative and actually mixes and matches pieces from totally different languages to invent brand new words. Take the word television. It takes tele, which is Greek for far, and slams it together with vision, which is Latin for seeing. A Greek prefix and a Latin root coming together to mean seeing far away. And we do this all the time. Automobile uses the Greek auto and the Latin mobile. Sociology mixes Latin and Greek. Biotechnology combines Greek bio and tech with another Greek suffix. It's literally the ultimate linguistic mashup.
And finally, Section 5, the prefix challenge game.
Okay, it's time to put your new superpower to the test. I invite you to actively play along right now and solve a set of mystery words using everything we just learned. Our mystery words to decode are disconnect, submarine, autobiography, and preview. Here's exactly how a word detective breaks down an unknown mystery word. Step 1. Find the prefix at the beginning. Step 2. Guess its meaning based on the secret codes we just learned. Step 3. Predict the meaning of the whole word. Just 3 simple logical steps to unlock the dictionary.
Let's reveal the exact meanings behind some of our challenge words to prove that your decoding skills work perfectly. Prehistoric? Well, pre means before, plus historic meaning before recorded history. Submarine? Sub means under, plus marine meaning an underwater vehicle. Autobiography? Auto means self, bio means life, graph means write, so writing about your own life. And for those other ones we mentioned, like disconnect or preview, you already know them. Dist removes the connection, and pre means you view it before. You literally crack the code.
I want to leave you with this final, empowering thought. When you learn prefixes, giant words stop looking scary. They become puzzles you can solve. Just think about the hundreds, even thousands of words you just unlocked today by simply learning a few secret codes at the beginning of words. What other mysteries are hiding in the books you read every day? Keep those detective eyes open and never stop decoding. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you next time.